Hello Jenny, long time no see. It's been a long time since I've done a response to you, but it's something that I think I have to do because, well, I was going to respond to it initially yesterday, but I had a long mammoth video to do, which is now completed and up for viewing if anyone wants to watch it. And well, let's just say that the Amazing Atheist has been threatened once again with the MCA by you, which I assume comes from this video. So, let's delve into the rabbit hole once again, people, for old time's sake.
The Amazing Atheist made a video about Steve Shives today called The Beautiful Destruction of Steve Shives, where he just pretty much vomits the regular anti-SJW talking points.
Just like how you are parroting the same old tired Jenny McDermott talking points that we've heard for the last couple of years now. Hey Jenny.
He's a negative force, and he's attacking a positive force.
I've never heard it quite referred to like that, Jenny. That's not a usual talking point. It's really just showing how horrible Steve Shives is and how a piece of shit he is, and basically how he's a hypocrite, how basically his ideology is pretty much toxic, and he would rather defend people like you than people like Shara, but, you know, what do we know? We're immoral shitlords, so what do we know? We're just haram to you guys.
And here are some of the douchebags that are sort of popular on YouTube that are atheists that left comments, and I thought I would read their comments so that you guys know that they're douchebags.
I would just like to say that I always love it that people like her, Captain Andy, Steve Shives, they always like to mention that we're atheists, and they always say it in such a negative way. It's almost like as if these people are actually religious people and they're just criticising us, and us being atheists makes that a bad thing. But these are atheists attacking other atheists. It's so funny. It sounds so much like what Christians and Muslims would do. Like, oh, look at these atheists doing horrible comments to us. I'm sorry, but what are we supposed to believe, Jenny? That you are somehow the superior atheist to us, even though you guys abandon all form of rational thinking and free thinking to your ideology, which is socialist feminism. But, hey, what do we know? We're the bad atheists.
And I think you should unsubscribe from them.
Yeah, the problem is, like, a quarter of your subs are actually supporters of you, and they're not subbed to us anyway, and most of the people who are subbed to you hate you, and they're unlikely to ever unsub from us, so, yeah.
Kazum Fowler, everybody knows he's a fucking weirdo anyways, but...
Hey now, don't be too hard on yourself. We can't all be as weird as you.
Best video about Steve that I've seen so far.
Anyone who thinks Kazum is a big atheist YouTuber, like you're trying to make him out to be, he's only got like 2,000 subscribers, or 2,500 subs anyway. My opinion doesn't hold weight either, but the idea that his opinion holds weight with millions of YouTube atheists is kind of stupid. And you're trying to just concoct some kind of massive popularity that he has, or some power that he has, which ironically he did to me once, but, you know, he would be very unhappy if I mentioned that, so I'm going to end this segment here.
The Bible Reloaded says, as a channel that's worked with both TJ and Steve in the past, I've got to say, Steve has gone off the fucking deep end. He did ages ago. We try not to deal with this shit on YouTube, but fuck man, Steve is not a positive voice in this community any longer. For the record, and this is wild since our channel says some of the most offensive shit sometimes, he hasn't blocked me on Twitter. I have a feeling it's coming though.
That block is coming soon, Bible Reloaded, so you better get ready. And by the way, this shows Steve Shives to be much more of a hypocrite than even Amazing Atheist showed him out to be, because he's only cherry-picking what he deems isn't offensive. He only likes what's offensive to people he doesn't like, which is Christians, which, you know, I also like, just so you know, people. But if he's willing to cherry-pick that, then it's no wonder that he will also disapprove of actual rape victims voicing different opinions to him on that subject, like he did to Shara. It's just so weird, isn't it, people? Yet Jenny McDermott is just going to white knight for him in a weird reversal because, well, he shares her ideology. That's pretty much the only thing. Also, she probably just wants the subs, which makes you wonder why I'm doing this video then, doesn't it?
Fucking sellouts.
Sellouts? Really? And Steve Shives isn't a sellout for selling his reputation down the river just to peddle propaganda? Really? Yeah, they're selling out. Sure. It's so funny that this lot think that they're the true atheists when they're actually not, and they accuse us of selling out. How the hell have the Bible Reloaded sold out? They do the same things that they've done since forever. Since as long as I've been watching them, on and off, they're doing the exact same thing they did when I first saw them, like, years ago. So, how have they sold out exactly? What, they disagree with you? That's not selling out. What is selling out is basically noticing that you're getting popular, noticing there's a trend on YouTube, and hopping on it because, well, you kind of believe in what they say, and also you might end up getting all the subscribers. But then it turns out you're getting -2 subs a day. So, yeah. How's that working out for Steve? And how's it worked out for you, losing one channel over your own ineptitude as well? But I'm just saying, it's not much of a sellout to stick to your principles.
Mr. Repsion, oh my god, this is your best video. Down with Steve Shives. These fucking idiots.
That's pot calling the kettle black, considering this is coming from the same woman who doxed herself on Baphomet and sent nudes to them, and even they were repulsed by it. So, yeah, don't go there.
They saw that Steve has videos made about him all the time, attacking him. They saw that those had a high view count, and these guys, these fucking losers, live off of the earnings that they make off their YouTube videos, attacking people.
What, like you do? Like what Steve Shives does? He's attacked demographics of people, not individuals. He attacks loads of different people. He's only lucky that he's on your side and he doesn't attack individuals, although if he steps out of line, chances are you lot will attack him. By the way, it's interesting that you attack us for attacking individuals. You continuously attack Sargon. You continuously attack Thunderfoot. You continuously attack... Oh yes, Oz. You attacked Oz, didn't you? You attacked Justin Templar. And he went far beyond just attacking their arguments. You went so far to attack their private lives. But, you know, what do I know? You're probably going to DMCA me over that claim, even though it's pretty much been proven. But, hey, whatever. Sue me. It's this type of hypocrisy that really pisses me off, because all these people on the SJW side, they make money out of it too. They've monetized their channels. They've got Patreons. They have PayPal accounts that you can donate to, and they attack individuals and they attack demographics. And yet we're the ones who are at fault for attacking the individuals' arguments rather than their person and their lives. It's insane. It's insane. She can talk. That whole bloody side, that whole little clique can talk about that crap.
And they thought that they would do that to Steve. They would join the bandwagon.
And you can read their minds, can you? You can read their minds. You are psychic. You're like Psychic Sally. You can tell what people are thinking. What next? You're going to say you can raise the dead?
Steve is an atheist. Steve is a liberal.
His actions of the last couple of years highly puts that into question. He's not a very good atheist, and he's certainly not a very good liberal, considering the block bot that he uses. Yes, I know, blocking doesn't necessarily mean you're against freedom of speech, but when he uses it in such a way to create an echo chamber, he is against freedom of speech. He is against men's rights. He is against the rights of rape victims as long as they do not apply to his ideology. If they are like Shearer, if they disagree with certain things that he thinks, they don't matter to him. Only people like you matter because of ideology. And that is what makes him a bad liberal, and that's what makes him a bad atheist. He is an atheist. He may claim to be a liberal, but he doesn't act like both of them. He acts very much like a creationist, like a religious fundamentalist, only he doesn't have a god, he has an ideology.
He was highly respected by them. He had a lot of subscribers. He's a more popular atheist, I would say.
He's clearly not. Look at his social blade. He's losing 2 subscribers a day. And his metrics, the views that he gets on his videos, are about as much as mine. And he has 52,000 subs? 72,000? Most of his subscribers don't even watch him because they're sick of him. He's only popular in your circles. Your bloody circles, your little friendship group, your whole community is not the world. It is not the whole YouTube community even. So please, don't give me this crap.
And these people would have loved to do collaborations with him before so that they could get in on some of his subscribers.
I'm sorry, but years ago, he was the one clamouring for collaborations with them. And he has never been as big as the Bible Reloaded, as big as The Amazing Atheist, as big as Mr. Epsilon. He's only been bigger than Kizoom. And who do you think gave him the popularity boost that he had? It was Dark Matter 2525, who, by the way, has since regretted that. He was not this big, massive YouTuber that everyone loved. He was just someone that people thought, yeah, he makes decent videos. He doesn't say anything particularly unique. He's just good. He's good at what he does. Then he switched when he became popular, and we have the current Steve Shives, and now he is reviled. He was never this big popular YouTuber that you claim him to be. He's never been at that level. He's never been a Thunderfoot. He's never been an Amazing Atheist, a Repsion, even a Jacqueline Glenn. He's never been anything like that, and he never will be, because of his own problems, because of how bad he is as a person, let alone how bad his arguments are. So, yeah, you're trying, again, to put this veneer of popularity on someone, only this time it's the opposite effect. You're trying to make it out like it's a positive thing. He was never that well liked. Ever.
And now they don't like Steve because Steve talks about feminism.
For once in your life, Jenny, please stop lying. You know damn well it's not the fact that he talks about feminism which is why they don't like him. They dislike him because of his horrible argumentation. The fact he will defend things that shouldn't be defended, like radical Islam, and how he will attack men's rights activists for simply trying to protect men's rights in the courts. He will just say, go. He even laughed at men's problems in that infamous video. That's why people don't like him. People don't like him that he's an authoritarian. That's why they don't like him. They used to like him because he never used to espouse those beliefs. He may have had those beliefs, but he never really showed them. Look, you can be a feminist and be respected. You can be anything and be respected, in theory. Christina Hoff Summers is respected. Camille Paley is respected. All these different people. Steve Shives isn't because he's horrible and his arguments are horrible. They liked him because his old atheist videos were okay. They didn't want to make collaborations with him as much as you think. He happened to know the Bible Reloaded, and that's why they got him on. They always do this. They always get the more popular YouTubers on anyway, or at least those who are smaller than them, and occasionally bigger ones. It's just something that they do. They didn't do it because they wanted to get more popular. It was just something that they wanted to do. It's ridiculous, and you know it. Stop lying.
And what these people are, they're a force against feminism. They're a force against a positive force in the community online, as they say about Steve, saying that he's not positive, they're not positive.
Evil, thy name is hypocrisy. Look, you can talk about being positive. You are not positive. You've never shown anything remotely positive. You dox people, you threaten people, you are horrible to people, you will false flag people, and you will even threaten DMCAing people on numerous occasions, and never do it because you're a coward. And basically, this is the so-called positive influence. This ideology destroyed the atheist community on YouTube as we know it. It is now fractured, fragmented, destroyed. It is dust. It is nothing anymore. Now, it is nothing because some people invaded it thinking they could control it. Instead, all they got was a pile of rubble and a lot of angry people.
These people push their followers into disliking modern education.
Oh, are you now trying to say they're like creationists? Is that what you're trying to say? Good lord. Again, pot calling the kettle black, and you know this. I don't even know why I'm saying this. You know you're lying through your teeth. Yeah, modern education. What do you mean? Do you mean evolution? Or do you mean something as ridiculous a social justice being taught to kids, which we know is a lot of unfounded bullshit, but never mind. Never mind. We're against progress, even though this isn't actually progress, it's actually regress, because your side is in favour of segregation, racism, against one particular demographic, but they will be racist to other people if they aren't a part of their ideology. Sexism even. Yeah, you want to bring us back to the 60s, but in your own little way, and I, for one, do not want to go back to those days. So you can talk about us being against modern education. You're just lying there. It's you who are against proper education.
Being down with the college system.
That's a straw man. I went to university, you dipshit. We're not against the university system. We're against what certain teachers and certain faculties are teaching to people. They are basically spoon-feeding them propaganda and turn them into activists to go out and spread horrible things and cause stupid riots like what's happening. Look what's happened in Dallas. Look what's happened at colleges across the US, wherever Milo Yiannopoulos goes. This was caused by them. This would never have happened 20 years ago.
And because of that, these little assholes come and leave me private messages saying that they want to kill me.
I'm going to let you finish, but I have to interrupt just for a second. I forgot to say something. You cannot prove that we send our subscribers against you. We don't do that. I've never seen the Bible Reloaded do it. Gazoom Fowler do it. In fact, he's complained about me doing it to him, even though I didn't. I've never seen the Amazing Atheist do it. I've never seen Thunderfoot do it, no matter what you say. People do it on their own accord because they're idiots. But of course, you're not going to show me any examples of this, are you?
Or they know where I live and they're coming for me and shit like that.
Well, if you hadn't doxed yourself, Jenny, none of that would have happened.
I mean, honestly, I've done a lot of thinking about it, and I think that these type of people are the people who encourage... I'm talking about the Amazing Atheist, the Bible Reloaded, Armored Skeptic, Thunderfoot, all those fucking assholes. Even Sargon, even though I kind of like Sargon, but he's an idiot.
Projection, Your Honour.
These people encourage violent behavior. These people encourage the public shootings.
Oh dear, yet more defamation and slander from Jenny McDermott. You know what? You really ride your luck. I'm surprised nobody has actually sued you for saying this shit. And as usual, you parrot the same old social justice bullshit that you accuse us of parroting, the same old, I don't know what, atheist standpoints? I don't bloody know. It changes every time. You are parroting the same things you have said for ages about us. Only this time, as you've decided to change the personal attacks to, oh, they're just trying to promote violence against people. They're trying to promote all these horrible things against us without any evidence. Meanwhile, Black Lives Matters are actually doing this by advocating the death of cops, even ones who aren't racist. You kill them, put them on a bonfire, innit? But hey, it's us, not the social justice warriors.
And I think that if you are subscribed to them, you should unsubscribe. I think that these people are given way too much attention online.
Only because they're taking the attention from you. That's why, Jenny, let's be honest here. There's some psychological things going on here. I know I shouldn't say these things, but it is true. You are one of the most biggest attention seekers on YouTube. And you're jealous that they still get more than you. Well, I'm giving you some attention. I hope this kind of helps you with your fix.
And we need to remove that from them.
And how are you going to go about that? Doxing, DMCAing, false flagging campaigns, writing letters to their employers, although most of them are now self-employed anyway. What are you going to do? Any of these things? Are you going to sue them?
Also, report their videos. This is a bullying video. I'm going to report it for bullying.
Thanks, YouTube, for changing the terms of services to make it even worse than it already is. Now they can just say something that is about someone's arguments and the way they present themselves on YouTube and to people, etc., etc. Although, all those things that they're not attacking, like, their person in an ad hom way, in a bullying way. They're just attacking their actions. That's not bullying. This is not bullying. This has always been bullying to her, but she could never actually have a justification to go out and false flag it. Now she can actually false flag it and say that it's bullying because of the TOS. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks so much. And yeah, thanks, Jenny, for openly admitting for once, rather than behind closed doors, that this is your intention to false flag. the Amazing Atheist video. And yeah, good luck with that, because it's just, hopefully it'll be laughed away, because it's quite obviously not bullying. And if it was bullying, Steve Shives can defend himself, but he chooses not to, because he would rather block us all than be held accountable for his own words and actions. So yeah, you're doing his dirty work. Don't you feel like a little bit of a drone, like you accuse our fans of being? I'm just wondering.
So yeah, I think you should do the same. Thanks, bye.
Well, I for one wish you the very best of luck, because you're going to need it. And I just know this is going to end up with egg on your face, Jenny. So I've wasted too much time on this video. I can't believe I've actually gone over time. It wasn't going to be this long, people, but hey, whatever. Good luck, Jenny. See you later.